Voila! Most people think filmmaking happens on set. Camera, lights, action! Wrong. Because great films are decided even before the camera turns on. And so, if your film looks messy, if the performance feels off, and if the edit looks confusing, that did not happen on set. I can guarantee you that. It probably happened way before you got there. And that is what we are going to fix today. So, the shoot is not where you figure things out. The shoot is where you actually get things done. That is where you execute. And so before you come on set, you need to have prepped your shoot. From gear to who is performing to what is the performance going to look like to what kind of shots do we need and even how it's going to look on the bench when we go into editing. And all of these have to be decided before you come on set. And most filmmakers do not do these things. Well, mainly because we don't have a lot of time. Two, we do not consider ourselves professionals enough to sit through some of these discussions and conversations. And sometimes we just don't really care. But today, we are fixing that. So the fix? 1, you need to understand that your script decides everything. And I know we talk about scripts a lot and it almost feels like a cliche and people keep asking like, why is everything about filmmaking supposed to hinge on the script? Because the script is your story. And so if your script is unclear, the shots will be unclear. If the character's goal is weak, the performance will be weak. And if your scenes do not build properly, no amount of shots or takes is going to fix that on the bench. And it's as simple as that. And so if you want to do well in this filmmaking space, then you need to understand one key thing, which is the core foundation of filmmaking. A good shoot always starts with a great script. One other thing you need to know is your plan decides everything. And trust me, I've been there. I've made the same mistake in the past where I get on set before I'm wondering like, what shots do I need for this particular scene? Yeah, I know. I am a victim or a culprit, and so are you. But you see, that in itself is the problem. You don't get on set before you're already thinking, what shots do I need? You need to know what your scene needs, what kind of shots you need for that scene, and what kind of focus or what is the focus in those shots, right? So if it is a very emotional stance and you are trying to capture the emotions of the performer, you don't go and now you're shooting wide mid. No, that is why I'm saying your plan decides everything. So you need to have a plan on your shot. I'm not saying that if you don't understand storyboard, you should go ahead and still design a storyboard. Or, I mean, if you can afford it and if you have the means to, why not? That would be great. Because then the job becomes way easier. And that even still means you are planning before you get on set. But if you don't have the luxury of that and you want to be able to do this the hustless way, take the pain and the time, go through your script, understand the scenes you're about to shoot in the location prior to the day of the shoot, discuss with your cast, discuss with your crew, understand the kind of shots you need so that when you get on set, the job is efficient. You do not plan your shoot. 1, you're going to waste a lot of time. 2, you're going to confuse your actors and characters. And 3, you're going to take a lot of unnecessary shots that you probably do not need, which will in turn frustrate you on the editing bench. Because then now you have to watch 10 different takes just to get the best. Number 3, your actors need direction even before the camera turns on. If your actor is already wondering what is expected of me, what am I supposed to do in the scene whilst the camera is rolling, they can't perform clearly, unfortunately. It's a hard pill to swallow. Yes, I know you trust your people. I know you think they are talented, but they still need the direction to be able to bring out the emotions out of the character they are playing. And so you don't need to leave them wondering. And no amount of takes can fix confusion on set. If the character does not know what they are doing, it doesn't matter even if you take 10 takes, it's still going to be poor. And you're going to think they are terrible, but they are not. You need to direct them. And that is where directing comes in. You need to have conversations. There should be clarity in terms of what is expected of them, of the role, the backstory, the emotions, the blockings, the movement. Everything has to be in sync so that the actor can deliver to their maximum best. And that way their performance is not going to feel off. Number 4, the best shots feel controlled. Do I need to repeat myself? The best shots, they always feel controlled. Your film set is execution. It shouldn't be a discovery. That is not when you come and discover things. It is fine sometimes, every now and then, when ideas are dropping into your head, as in when you are shooting the scene or you are making a take, something pops up. I am not talking about that. That is a totally different conversation. I am talking about when you have not planned and you get there and you are still trying to do try and error. You are testing things out. It will shock you that you're going to waste the majority of your shooting period trying to figure things out as opposed to actually doing and perfecting whatever you're supposed to do. And so you have to make sure that before you get on set, you know what you are supposed to do. Your shoots or your set is not your discovery, it is your execution. And so you need to plan, you need to assess, you need to identify. Sometimes it is not even about the performance itself. You need to understand the location you are going to. You need to understand the things that are within your control, the things that are not within your control. If it is an outside scene, what time of the day are you shooting? Is it a sundown? Or is it a morning? Where is the sun rising from? Where is it ending? What is the wind speed? All of these might seem very, very minute or insignificant, but trust me, they go a long way to affect your scenes. And so you need to have at the back of your mind that when you go on set, that is not when you are trying things out. That is when you are actually getting things done. Because, like I said, the best scenes or the best shots are always the controlled ones. So guys, if your film isn't working, don't just look at what you did on set. Look at the things that you did not do on set, or the things you didn't, the decisions you didn't make before you got on set, because that is where the problem is. And once you're able to tweak that, I think you'll be good. So as always, this is my little nugget for the day, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So if you liked it, subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave us on post notification, and pick up your pen, your laptop, your notebooks, whatever it is. Go out there, write something, shoot something, edit something, and as always, stay creative, and I'll see you on the next one.